God bless, and thank you for having me. It's truly an honor and a privilege to speak with you and your audience and everybody listening who will listen. And I just want to say that this is an amazing moment in California history, and we have a bright future ahead. We're fighting to do this recall to secure a future in California that we can all live with. This governor has overreached his bounds. He's abused his the executive orders and his executive authority. And it's time that the people of California fight back. And this recall is the mechanism that we're using to do just that.
所以各位好，愿上帝祝福大家。就是在今天跟大家分享的时候，也正好是真的是一个非常奇妙的时刻，因为州务卿已经宣布了我们的这个罢免州长的这个项目获得了足够的合格的签名。我们的目的就是为了让加州回到一个大家都能够平安生活的地方，因为这个 Newsom 州长呢，在他任期里面，他是滥用他的权力，所以我们必须要反击。我们的反击的现在最有力的方法就是启动了这个罢免州长的这个行动。Yeah, go ahead.
So this was the largest ever attempted petition drive in United States history, and it's only the second largest worldwide. That we've been able to do everything that we've achieved to date with mostly an all volunteer army that we built. We have 75 groups on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook if you just type in recallgavin2020.com.
所以我这一次就我们要很强调，这一次是美国历史上最大型的一次这民间发动的签名运动，在全世界上也是第二大的。而且呢，这一次这个项目呢，完全是由一个志愿者大军而组成的。我们的联系方式呢，很多是在这个脸书上面，脸书上有这个Recall Newsom 的这一个的连接。
So we started this out a year ago, and slowly built steam, getting the word out, grassroots effort, word of mouth, and slowly began to build a small war chest through donations. We have a radio show that we do once a week. It's in Los Angeles. You can listen to it on kabc.com. You can listen to it live on the air at KABC 790 AM. And we are on every Friday from 7 to 9. I will be down in LA tomorrow from 7 to 9 on KABC, and you can listen on kabc.com.
所以这个罢免州长的这个运动开始的时候，其实是有很卑微的开始的时候，只是从那个小额的捐款里面开始了他们所需要的经费。他们呢，就是现在很主要的一个让大家知道这件事情的方式，除了这个草根的彼此的口口相传之外，就是用一个
We do have
电台
outreach groups in the Latino community, also in the Black community, Chinese community, the Czechoslovakian community. And what we're trying to do is provide a communication platform on a community level, on a cultural level, so people with shared experiences have a platform they can communicate with one another.
所以这个他们的这个向各个种裔的这个外展的努力，不仅仅是中文，而且像这个拉丁裔的、黑人的，还有一些欧洲移民，好像是捷克斯洛伐克的移民，这些他们都有不同语言、不同文化的方式来让他们可以用自己比较熟悉的文化的方式来参与。
I can go on at length about the reasons why we are recalling this governor. One of the reasons is because of his misuse of our taxes. He has imposed the personal mandate on our own citizens here in California. requiring you and I to pay a penalty or to pay for our own medical insurance if we don't have it already. And at the same time, he's offering those same services to foreign nationals who are here in our country illegally for free of charge. So he's taxing our citizens, but giving those same benefits to migrants that are here unlawfully for free.
就是我可以，如果大家对于我们这个罢免州长的这一个行动有问题的话，就请等一下我可以给大家回答。那我现在给大家讲呢，就是我们为什么进行这个行动？有一个很重要的原因，就是他滥用了他的权利比如说在我们的这个税收上面，他加设了一个就是我们必须要有那个要买这个 insurance， 买这个医疗保险，如果不买医疗保险的话就会被罚款，但是这个是对于合法的居民做的，而对于非法的居民呢，他却可以让他们得到同样的福利，而不需要交任何费用。
Something that I've learned during this recall process are the people who have migrated to California and have gone through the process to do it lawfully are coming to California to escape socialism and communism and the dangers of those governments, where the people who are coming here unlawfully are coming seeking socialist handouts and things like that this governor is offering them through his sanctuary state mandates and the sanctuary state policy and open borders.
我想在这里很强调一个区别，就是说这个合法的移民跟非法的移民，他们不单只是说这个法律身份不一样，而且他们来的动机常常也不一样。很多的合法移民呢，他们是希望逃离他们本来国家里面的那些压制性的这些社会主义的制度，来到这里来创造他们自己的未来。而很多的非法移民呢是相反，他们是跑过来这边来等待我们这边给他用这个社会主义制度来给他福利。那所以呢，我们这个州长所做的这些特别关照这个非法移民呢，是对于我们州是非常有害的。我们州变成了一个那个叫 sanctuary 州，就是他们的这个庇护州，让很多的非法移民可以居住在那里。
So there's a lot of reasons to recall the governor. They can all be found in this book. It's written by author Kevin Kiley. You can buy this book on Amazon. It's, I think, $10, very, very inexpensive, but it lays out the case after case after case. He's abused his executive authority and to profiteer off of this pandemic. And he has granted no bid contracts to his friends and his donors, state contracts worth millions and millions of dollars. And he's given those outside of the process that people have to go through to do the bidding process for to get a contract with the state.
另外如果大家要知道很详细的，我们给这个 Newsom 所列出的这些罪状，为什么要罢免他的话，有一本书是叫做 Recall Newsom， 在 Amazon 或者可能其他网络的书店都可以买得到，只是10块钱左右，里面很详细的列出他在州长的这个权力里面如何被他滥用。其中一个呢，就是说他利用这个 pandemic， 就利用这个疫情的控制呢，来自己从中得利。那他给了很多他的这个亲朋好友或狐朋狗党很多的 no bid contract， 就是说没有经过竞标而直接达到很多州的这个合约，以致把这些很多的肥约就给了他自己的那些亲朋。
He has done things that would have been illegal or unlawful and very corrupt if it were not for the pandemic. He's abused the executive authority that he has because of the pandemic, and that's one of the reasons that he has prolonged the state of emergency so long.
所以很多的他的所作所为，如果是在其他正常情况下，就马上就已经被判为这个非法的这个使用滥用权利，但是因为这个疫情，他就故意的把这个疫情的这个紧急行为或者是紧急时期无限期的延长，好让他可以继续不断的使用他这个紧急情况下的州长权利来谋取私利。刚才的他那本书的名字就是叫做 Recall
Newsom。So I see that I only have a couple of minutes left, and I'd like to answer any questions unless you want to move on to another topic and then do questions at the end.
我看到我就是额定的时间呢已经差不多到了，所以我是想问如果是我先回答一些问题，然后再看后面怎么办。好像有一个问题是说 What will happen next?
Yan had asked what will happen next, and what will happen next is the Secretary of State will certify the number of signatures that we've submitted, and it was required that we submit 1.5 million signatures minimum, and we have turned in 2,162,000. So 2,162,000 signatures. And then the Secretary of State will certify the election, and they will call a special election, and we will be given ballots in the mail, from what I understand, and we will be able to vote for a new governor in October through September sometime.
所以就是下一步呢，就是州务卿要那个认证我们已经交上去的那些签名的名单。那我们交上去的是210多万的签名，那它按这个政府的规定呢，就是我们需要有150万的有效签名。那所以就如果认证了以后呢，就是会设定一个时间作为一个进行一次特别的选举，就是第一项应该就是是否要罢免这个州长，如果罢免的话，应该你要选谁。
I saw somebody had asked if the signatures need to be verified. They have already been verified. We have about 1.7 million signatures that have been verified and validated. That's more than enough to secure a special election, to qualify for a special election. And we validated at 80%. So 80% of all of the signatures that were turned in were verified and validated as correct, and which is an incredible number. Usually a petition that gets circulated through the state will validate at anywhere from 60 to 70% verification, and we validated at 80%, which I'm very proud of.
所以Orrin 是说我们交上去的这些签名呢，我们自己所做的认证呢，已经发现是80%有效率，所以这个是比通常房间所做的类似的这个签名征集要更加高的这个有效比例。
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody's asking who is our preferred candidate? As the chairman of a primarily formed committee right now, I can't endorse any particular candidate, but I can tell you that the right candidate will emerge, and we will all need to endorse one particular candidate over another, because whoever gets the most votes wins. And the person who I would like to run will embody the sentiment of this movement. This movement has involved people from every walk of life, from all cultures, all races, all ethnicities, the entire political spectrum. And I want a candidate who's going to help us bridge the divide and bring us closer together once again, and help unite the people of this state, and to help end the homeless problem, to help somebody with real solutions and a real direction in mind. And Tiffany's right, we don't want another rhino.
刚才就是有一个问题，就是说，你会倾向于支持哪一个候选人？那首先 Orrin 的回答是，因为我现在是这个 committee， 就是说，罢免Newsom 的这个 committee， 而这个 committee 它的诚意呢，就是说以罢免 Newsom 为目的的，所以呢，我作为这个位置上，我暂时不能够告诉你我要支持哪一个候选人，但是我相信只要这个继续进行下去，合适的候选人就会在这个众人之中脱颖而出。那我们希望看到的候选人就是与我们理念相同的，就是能够还政于民，能够使我们已经被分裂的这个加州能够重新团结，并且呢，他们就是说不是要以权谋私那当然就是说也不是一个 rhino。那我may I have a questions to clarify for myself as well as for others who may have this in mind? That is, we have used 3 words: verification, validation, and certification about the signatures. Are they different, or what would be the difference?
Well, when the Secretary of State certifies the election, that means that the election has qualified all of the procedural requirements that it needs to proceed to the next phase, which would be a special election. Validation and verification are synonymous. They mean the same thing. It basically means that they looked at the name, they verified that person exists, they're registered to vote, and their address is correct. And I just want to say that I wish they did the same for our mail-in ballots, because I think they should give the same scrutiny they do the mail-in ballots as they do the petition signatures.
So the certification has not yet happened. So that would be the next step, or is
that is the next step. But what the Secretary of State has said is that the committee has received all of the required signatures and they've been validated. And now there's a procedural timeline that has to take place. That's over the next 30 days. And once that timeline takes place, then it will be certified.
Okay, so 我刚才所问的就是因为我用中文的时候呢很难分得清楚这几个词。有一个词就是 certification， 那个是州务卿的事情，那这一件事情呢还没有发生。但是那个 verification 跟 validation 就是说认证这些签名是真实的，而且呢他的签名的人的地址和他签出来的名字都属实。那这一个呢已经发生了，他们把这些签名送上去的时候已经做了这一项工作，刚才所说的有超过80%的这个可以认证。但是最后州务卿他是在已经说送上去的这些签名是符合要求，但是他还有一个就是说程序上的时间段，就是说30天以内他必须要做出最后的这个认证决定。只要他最后这个程序上的时间段过了，他做出最后的认证决定，那就是说可以开始预备进行特别选举。
Do I think the recall would be successful? Is that the finally? Yes, I do. And so do, hold on, sorry about that. So do the opposition. They know it's going to be successful, and I am highly confident that we will be able to achieve all we need are 50% of the votes, 51%, and then we will have recalled this governor, and we will have the ability to choose another successor to take his place. This governor has failed us on so many levels. He has hurt everybody on different areas throughout the state, closing down businesses, putting people on unemployment, and just not considering the damage that he's done. So this is very important, and we need everybody's support, and we need everybody's backing to get this done. We do have a lot of work ahead of us. We've depleted all of our resources getting to where we are now. We are trying to rebuild our war chest, our financial coffers in order to continue doing. We want to start doing some television ads and stuff like that. So we're working very hard behind the scenes to get all that done.
所以刚才回答这个问题，你觉得我们这个罢免 Newsom 的这个运动会不会成功？说我相信会那就下面几个点。第一呢，就是说就有信心，因为只需要50%以上的投票是支持罢免，它就会被罢免。那因为这个Newsom 在任期间做了这么多损害加州人民利益的事情，滥用他的权利，比如说现在他把很多的生意依然是关闭，很多导致民不聊生，所以这个会引起很多人是愿意把它罢免。那第二呢，就是说我们还有很多的工作，这个虽然说我们前一段获得成功了，但是我们也把我们所收到的捐款用了很多，所以呢，我们需要重新累积我们的这个竞选需要用的资金，能够打下一个战役的仗因为我们需要买电视的广告或者报纸的广告或者 Internet 的广告等等。那第三点呢，是刚才在前一次回答的时候，我刚才翻译所漏掉的，就是说最后能够胜出，如果是Gavin Newsom 是被罢免，最后胜出的人是在所有候选人里面得票最多的人，所以呢，我们会当这些人在他的竞选过程里面看得出来价值理念跟我们相同的时候，就是会得到别人的支持。在这个时候，我们才能够把所有的支持都倾注在同一个人身上，这样才可以让他胜出。我相信呢，就是连我们的对手，他们也相信我们这一次的罢免州长的行动是会成功的。
People can donate if they're interested directly at our website, recallgavin2020.com.
对，如果要向我们的项目捐款的话，可以直接在我们的网页上 recallgavin2020.com 上面捐献。
And God bless, I think I'm over my time allotment. And thank you so much for having me tonight. And I really appreciate it. It was truly an honor and a privilege for me to come and speak with you folks.
谢谢大家，愿上帝祝福大家。我们今天真的是很荣幸能够向大家介绍我们所做的这个工作。